Welcome back. NASA says it spotted Earth's bigger, older cousin. Check out Kepler 452b. It's about 1,400 light years from Earth and about 60% bigger. But it is in the habitable zone of a star similar to our own sun. And it's got people buzzing about the chances of finding a far, far away world with key resources like water and even signs of life. I want to bring in Lawrence Krauss now for more on this discovery. He's the author of A Universe from Nothing, Why There Is Something Rather Than Nothing. And he joins us via Skype from Oregon. Thanks for being with us today. Now, Earth's bigger cousin has the perfect temperature to have water. What else does it have in common with Earth, and is it likely there's life out there?
Well, of course, it's anyone's guess at this point, but it is an Earth-like planet. It's about 60% bigger than the Earth, so you'd weigh a little bit more. It'd be hard for you to walk there, but it's got a number of features that make it quite interesting. One, its year is about the same as the Earth. I think its year is about 385 days instead of 365. The star it's surrounding is very much like the sun. It's actually older than the Earth. It's about 6 billion years old. So, of course, life on Earth, intelligent life on Earth, took about 4.5 billion years to evolve. If that means it's had a little bit longer, and who knows if intelligent life has evolved at all or maybe come and gone. But it's probably the closest cousin that we have so far. Now, the fact that it's in the habitable zone does not mean it's inhabited. It just means there could be liquid water on it. We don't even know if it's a rocky planet. All bets are open right now, and it's exciting. It's probably one of many. It's the first of many that I think we'll discover. It's not earth-shattering in the sense that we expected somewhere out there, but it's really nice to find something that sort of walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, and maybe it's a duck.
It's very exciting. So what do you think the chances are that we will get there in our lifetime?
I wouldn't hold your breath, I'm afraid. The chances are that we would be able to explore it, but 1,400 light years away is a long time. It would, if you went in a rocket ship right now, if you jumped in a rocket ship right now, Lynda, you'd get there in a few 100,000 years.
So quite a journey.
Yeah.
Now, there's other interesting news, of course, with some more images from NASA of Pluto. What are we learning about that dwarf planet?
Well, it's amazing. I've just been glued to those images because here's this what we thought was kind of a frozen ball, 3 billion years away from, or sorry, 3 billion miles away from the Earth, and yet it's dynamic. We see no craters on large parts of it, which means the surface is actually active. What's making that surface active? Because, you know, large planets have tidal forces and various ways of heating, but we don't know what's making the surface of Pluto active. It's got ice mountains, water ice mountains. We hadn't even seen water on it before. It's got these large plains with weird patterns on them. We're learning that it's a dynamic, strange environment, and we don't even know what the heat source inside of Pluto is. It's losing 500 tons per hour of atmosphere, yet it still has an atmosphere, a nitrogen atmosphere. Where does that come from? Many more questions than answers, and it's probably the case whenever we open a new window on the universe, we're surprised. And in this case, we're very surprised, and we're quite excited because Pluto is part of what's called the Kuiper Belt, which contains material which comes from literally the origin of our solar system. So as we're looking out there, we're looking back in time in ways. And so I'm sure that this is just the beginning of many, many, many surprises that are going to come from New Horizons and beyond.
It's certainly a fascinating time for space exploration. Lawrence Krauss, we appreciate your time today. Thanks so much for joining us.
It's been a pleasure. You take care.
You too. And thanks to everyone else for joining us here at CNN Newsroom. I'm Lynda Kinkade. Inside Africa is coming up next. But first, I'll be back with your headlines.